walk you through what things are going to be looking like next Sunday when we gather. I'll send this out to you in an email this week. If you're not receiving any emails from the church, that's a good sign we don't have a good email address for you. So send me an email, mark@efnaz.org, and I'll put you on our email list. But next Sunday, Pentecost Sunday, May 31st, is when we plan to reopen for worship. But here's where we're headed. These are things that our staff and our church board have discussed and sort of compromised on. We will have 2 worship services just like we always do at 10 o'clock. There will be hand sanitizers and even masks. Now, if you have a mask, we encourage you to bring your own mask and use that. But if you feel like you need one and forgot to bring yours, there will be available on a limited basis. We will not have any Sunday school classes, no small groups. There will not be a nursery, no children's church. In fact, the only rooms that are going to be open will be the sanctuary, the fireside room, and the bathroom facility. So everything else is going to be locked. There will not be coffee and donuts. That's probably a deal breaker for somebody. As I said, masks will be provided, and they're encouraged. We encourage you to wear them, but they're not required. However, staff and greeters will be required to wear them in the hallways. I will not wear a mask while I preach, okay? And our greeters will just be there just to smile and let you in the door and wave at you, but there's no shaking hands. If you, and we're going to attempt to kind of force social distancing. Our chairs will be spaced out appropriately in the fireside room for worship too. In the sanctuary, we're going to mark off every other pew. Families are encouraged to sit together. Now, if you are elderly, and we're not going to limit, we're not going to check your ID when you come in here to see if you're young enough to attend, okay? We're not going to do anything like that. But if you are elderly, if you have health issues, you know this. If you're sick, please stay home. And if you're still anxious and uncomfortable about this, please stay home. And understand, there's no judgment from me or anybody else. There's no judgment about that. And there's not going to be, the people who do show up, they're not more spiritual than anybody else, okay? So just understand. I want to say this. Our country has been terribly divided about this. And there's no reason for our church to be divided about it, okay? And again, we're doing the best we know to do. The building this wagon as it's rolling down the road, and all of this, isn't what we want, but it's better than what we've had. I do ask you from the depths of my heart to pray. Pray for a vaccine. Pray for healing. Continue to pray for our medical professionals, and pray that God will give us all the wisdom as the Church of Jesus Christ begins to gather again.